In 2020, nuclear scientist Mohsen Fakhrizadeh was assassinated on an Iranian highway. The strike involved no human sniper at the scene. An algorithm executed the killing. This is a lethal autonomous weapon system, or LAWS, a technology where digital logic, rather than a human operator, processes the final instruction to pull the trigger. This marks a break from 64,000 years of history. Previously, taking a life required the direct application of human muscle, physical presence, and immediate personal intent. Weaponry follows a steady trajectory of detachment. Humanity has spent centuries engineering a greater distance between the soldier and the point of impact. Ancient warfare was limited by human endurance. Siege engines like the trebuchet relied on raw physical mechanics and direct supervision to deliver a strike. Gunpowder replaced muscle with chemistry. It allowed a peasant to kill a trained knight from a distance, ending combat defined by individual physical strength. The historical record shows this evolution starting small. The earliest handguns were simply scaled-down cannons fitted with handles, crude industrial tools for projecting lethal force. Improvements like the wheel lock and rifled barrels turned weapons into complex machines. These advancements made killing easier by reducing the physical effort required. By utilizing chemistry and mechanical precision, attackers could sever the link between their own strength and their lethality. This began our long psychological withdrawal from the act of combat. During the 19th century, weapons moved from the artisan's workbench to the factory assembly line, creating vast, uniform arsenals designed for total war. Industrialization met its logical end in World War I. Armies were trapped for years by mechanized artillery, where individual skill mattered less than industrial output. Soldiers became faceless components, firing belt-fed guns blindly into clouds of toxic gas. The machine now dictated the pace and scale of the slaughter. The Industrial Revolution effectively downgraded the human soldier to a fleshy cog. The primary burden of destruction had been transferred from the warrior's arm to the automated mechanism. The current shift in weaponry focuses on cognitive automation. Engineers are now moving past the mechanics of fire to the logic of the strike. Modern naval air defense systems, like the Aegis destroyer, respond to supersonic threats at speeds that exceed human reflexes. Humans are being pushed out of the reaction loop because we are too slow to participate. This creates a legal vacuum. The Geneva Conventions rely on human judgment to apply principles of proportionality and mercy, qualities that do not exist within a target profiling algorithm. A strike has 4 cognitive steps: observe, orient, decide, and act. Traditionally, a human occupies the center. Laws remove the human entirely. The machine orientates and acts all its own, creating an accountability black box with no person responsible. We developed these technologies to make warfare more surgical and precise. Yet, by removing our agency, we are moving toward a future of unpredictable and indiscriminate violence. Diplomats at the United Nations are struggling to regulate these systems, but the slow pace of international law cannot keep up with the explosive AI arms race. The abstract logic of an AI-driven strike always results in a visceral human cost. Behind every algorithmic assassination is a community left to process the grief of a faceless attack. The modern weapon functions as an autonomous entity, currently perfecting its own internal logic without waiting for further human input. If a machine no longer needs a human hand to pull the trigger, how long until it decides it no longer needs us to choose the target?